and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I make videos twice a week, so on Tuesdays and on Fridays. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for today, love and support my channel. And I'm really hoping you're enjoying my content. So today's video is going to be a review on the Sunkissed. I think it's their Express 1 hour tan and mousse, so it's this one. I'm just going to read it what it says in the packet or bottle, whatever. It's a nourishing formula with aloe vera, natural looking colour, smells delicious, 95% natural ingredients, 0% parabens, sulfates, kind of silicones and stuff like that. It's hard to read that package, so it's basically meant to be more of a natural tan. And so it's like an espresso you washed off after an hour, like say you put it for an hour and then you wash it off, you'll get like a light subtle tan. Leave it on for 2 hours and then wash it off, like more of a medium tan. Leave it on for 3 hours, you're meant to get a dark tan. And I think if you leave it on for like the 8 hours, you get the darkest tan. I never wash my tan off after an hour or so. I just don't see the point of it, and you don't get much of a colour in my opinion. But obviously with tan overnight or work during the day. I did apply this I've been using it for like the past month or so. I did apply it today, like a few hours ago, and I would say it's like a dark colour tan. Like when you wash it off, it does go like a dark. I would say maybe 2 layers will give you more of an ultra dark colour, but for my skin tone, my natural pale skin tone, which is a MAC NC10, which is very pale, I would say this gives me like a nice dark colour. But if I'd done 2 layers of it, I would get like a medium, not medium. I would get an ultra dark tan if I'd done 2 layers, but yeah. It does dry in really quick. I don't find I have to like wait around like this for like half an hour. I can put my clothes on after like 5, maybe 10 minutes if I want to really be careful. But normally just put like my pajamas on for like a half an hour just to bathe in it. But it isn't like a super sticky, long, like just doesn't take ages to dry. It's like one of them ones that dries in quite quick. And yeah. Just trying to smell it. It does have that beautiful coconut tropical scent. Now I have used this tan in the ultra dark form, both in the, is this Ivory tan? No, I don't know what it is. I think it's just their tan. Because I have one called Selfie Ready like ages ago. I think the ultra dark one and the medium and the dark one are more like Selfie Ready, but I've also repackaged them. This is like more like their old packaging, like the darker kind of bronzy, what's it, like a bronzy beige colour on like the body of it where the product is. And then they do have different colours on the lid. So I think the pink is the medium, the purple is the dark, and then the green, like the turquoise minty green, is like the ultra dark one. Orange signifies Express. I like the way they've kind of labelled them, like with the different lid colours, like the bright lid colours. It actually makes it easier just to pick which one you want to pick up. Say for instance, if it's only written on the bottle what one it is, it's easier like with this kind of colour coordinated packaging. I love that. I love that about it. The packaging is nice, quite girly I would say, but not too girly, if that makes sense. It's very kind of professional looking but still fun, so it appeals to people who are younger, like teenagers, people in their 20s, but anyone at any age, anyone can wear this tan. It isn't restricted to young people. I'm 28 and yeah, not a teenager, but I'm still a very young person. But I like this tan, I really love the packaging too. The price varied. I think I got this in was it Sidecan or Sabres? I can't really remember. One or the other, I think it was Sabres. I got it for like £3 or £4, so it is a very affordable tan. I've seen it like for £2.99 and I've seen it for like £4, so it can vary. Sometimes it could be £5, I don't know. But it is very affordable compared to like the Saint-Tropez. Well, a big price difference compared to them. It's more kind of comparable to Saint Moritz or Saint Maurice. I usually call it Saint Maurice. But the price range, but I think the quality in Sunkissed is better. Well, I would say Saint Moritz has got, or Saint Maurice, whatever way you want to pronounce that tan and brand's name, they have got better for the quality. The tan does last well, it doesn't patch up as what it did 10 years ago, but they took away the olive undertone in their tans, which is sad. I remember last year or near a year ago I bought the dark mousse, which I absolutely loved when I was a teenager. I loved how olive and dark it got me. Still gets you as dark, but to be a flipping red toned tan that isn't as nice on my skin. Like my skin, yeah, naturally it's pale. I need to have an olive or some kind of cancelling, like say for instance more likely I prefer an olive tan, but even the violet based tan is good for me too. I haven't really tried a true violet based tan, but I reckon they're quite good for the people who are naturally pale, but olive is one of the best undertones in a tan for me because it counteracts tans going orange in me. And I found the Saint Laurent's tan was a bit too on the warm tone where it kind of looked slightly orange and light. This one doesn't. This one has an olive, like a warm golden olive. It looks kind of olive here, but it isn't as olive as like the Saint Tropez one, but it's still quite an olive undertone. I would say the ultra dark one's slightly more olive than this one. And yeah, but it's a nice colour for me. I find Sunkissed is definitely a better colour for pale people than Saint Moritz or Saint Moritz. Sunkissed is a really, really good undertone. It never goes orange, never like gives you that a fake tan look. Like it always looks natural. I do wish this one was a bit darker, not gonna lie. Well, I wish most tans were darker for me, but this one is decent, but it's affordable, so I can just build it up and it goes darker with 2 layers. It goes like an ultra dark. I prefer to have an ultra dark tan. I would say I prefer the skinny tan and the tan, cherry turtle mousse and the bergamot and calendula mousse over this, and the Bondi Sands ultra dark one over this one because they go darker. But I do like this one for the budget friendly affordable tan. If you are looking for a slightly darker tan on a similar price range, I would say the Lidl Marbella tan in ultra dark is slightly darker than this. I would say it's similar to the ultra dark in this one, but I think the ultra dark one is slightly darker. But I do find after you use it more and more, I find the ultra dark one in this thing, the power like of the pigment and tannin solution, it goes more like less and less dark, and I wish you would fix that issue, but I think you just get what you pay for. It's decent enough as long as you shake it up every time you use it, and every kind of time you squirt the product on a bit, it should be fine. I find this one does slightly go the same, but not too bad. I find the ultra dark one loses its like potency after like every use. This one isn't so bad. Do you notice it isn't as dark as what it was at the start? Like the first 2 applications was almost ranging on the ultra dark with only 1 application, but it's still decent. It hasn't lost it right to like where it's a medium, where like the ultra dark one did, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I do still love this tan. I would say it's one of the longer lasting espresso tans I have tried. I've tried loads of espresso tans, and I find because my skin has a fast skin cell turnover, I find the espresso ones don't last on my skin a few days if I'm lucky. They last on my skin before they start going patchy and wear off. This one I think will get at least a good 4, maybe 5 stretched days, but I do have showers in between obviously because I do train and stuff like that and do workouts. But I find when this does wear off, it wears off quite evenly. Obviously if you didn't moisturise and you didn't flip exfoliate like during the week, like a few times or every 3 days during the week, it would go off patchier, but it goes off the most even, or one of the most even out of the espresso tans I have used. It's a good tan. I would definitely say I think it's a good all-rounder tan for near enough everyone. I would say it isn't dry on your skin, it isn't all that dry, and I find I've had other tans that have been dry on the skin than this. I would definitely say moisturise dry areas before you put the tan on, and then once you rinse off the guy colour in the next morning or so, or whenever you want to rinse it off, because it does express, if you want a light colour, rinse it off after an hour or so. I would say moisturise your body after every tan, after you rinse off every tan, because the moisturiser, like the body moisturiser, even the gradual tan, if you want to like top up the colour, do a gradual tan, that will lock in moisture and keep your skin nice and moisturised, and your tan wears off a lot easier, or evenly. It doesn't go off patchy, so it's a good tip. Always moisturise your skin, and if you can, use moisturising shower gels. But yeah, I would definitely say all rounder, as I said before. It's one of them good budget tans, especially if you don't really have like excess amounts for a tan. It would, like to buy like a flipping of dear tan. I would definitely say you want a good tan. This one's a good option for an affordable tan, and it lasts a good amount. I think I've had about, I'd say maybe 6 or 7, maybe 8 applications out of this, and I've still got about 2 or 3 good applications left in this bottle, so it does last a long way. Now bear in mind I do use tan twice a week, sometimes once a week, and I would say it does last you a good decent amount of time, but yeah, it's quite affordable, like £3, so it isn't, well, for most people it isn't too much to replace it. And if you do want one strictly medium, strictly dark or ultra dark, I would just say get the ones for that. But you want a tan, you don't want to have like too much of a dark colour, but you want to put a tan on in a brush and wash it off before you go out. You just want a hint of golden colour. I would say this one's good for you. Even if you want a dark colour, it's quite good for you to just leave it on the whole night or leave it on during the day or whatever. But yeah, so I would say the guide colour is like a nice light, just slightly medium brown colour. It isn't too dark. I thought I mentioned that before, but I haven't. So, and it does blend in quite easily into the skin. Doesn't take too much of an effort to blend it in with the mitt. I do use the Be Bold, like the velvet mitt with the wee foam. I've had that for over 2 years and it's still going strong. So definitely recommend invest in a nice velvet like mitt with the foam. I think Primark did them now and again, so if you don't want to spend like too much on a mitt, just get one of the ones like the velvet mitts and Primark with the foam, and then you'll not go wrong. In fact, even the cocoa brown one's quite good too. But yeah, I'd definitely say like a good mitt lasts years. And yeah, if you're wondering what moisturiser I used to like moisturise drier areas before I put my tan on, I used the Aveeno Daily Essentials moisturiser. I do like to use a skin brief one too, but at the minute I'm using Aveeno Daily Essentials, and just use one of the Primark exfoliate mitts to exfoliate my skin before I do my tan, and just any kind of moisturising shower gel. I do like the Aveeno shower gel, but that is dearer than average shower gels you find at shop. But if you're looking for a cheap one, big bottle, that'll last ages. The Nivea Cream Shower and Bath Oil Gel in the orange scent, beautiful. I've had that a couple of years ago. I need to get myself a new one at some point. One of the best moisturising shower gels, and it's only £2 so I would definitely recommend getting that for, especially for dry skin. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you didn't ramble too much, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous. Bye.